the new class of students into the profession of pharmacy. Welcome to the University of the Pacific Doctor of Pharmacy, class of 2027 White Coat Ceremony. Over the next few years, the class of 2027 will work closely with faculty and staff who are dedicated to the success of our students. They will serve as teachers, mentors, and trusted advisors. I would like to begin this event by introducing our distinguished colleagues and faculty members from the school and the university who are in attendance. I ask the platform party, as I call your name, please remain standing, and I ask the audience to please refrain from your applause until everyone has been recognized. This morning joining us are President Christopher Callahan, Dr. Gretchen Edwalds-Gilbert, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Jack Slagle, Class of 1967, and our Pharmacy Alumnus of the Year and keynote speaker for today, Dr. Veronica Bandy, President of the Pacific Pharmacy Alumni Association, Class of 2000 and 2008, Dr. Bhaskar Jasti, Associate Dean of Graduate Education and Research and Chair of the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Dr. Srikanth Kalarup, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, Dr. Marcus Ravnan, Associate Dean of Undergraduate Programs, Dr. Alan Sheck, Associate Dean of Professional Programs, Dr. Jim Uchizono, Associate Dean for Student Affairs and Admission, Mrs. Susan Webster, Senior Assistant Dean of Development, Mr. Eric Shepard, Assistant Dean of Finance and Operations, and our pharmacy faculty, many of whom are also alums from this school, Dr. William Chan, Dr. Melanie Fenley, Dr. Maricela Guerrero, Dr. Jin Go, Dr. Raleigh Kali-Rai, Dr. Adam Kay, Dr. Vista Kosh-Ravanavi, Dr. John Livesey, Dr. Kate O'Dell, Dr. Sarah Mahmood, Dr. Mickey Park, Dr. Neil Prasad, Dr. Atifa Ravi, Dr. Carly Ranson, Dr. Susan Ravnan, Dr. Ed Rogan, Dr. Maurice Scott, Dr. Raj Sivak, Dr. Narita Sharma, and Dr. Mark Stathpole. Please join me in recognizing the dedicated faculty and staff of the Thomas J. Long School of Pharmacy and the University of the Pacific. This white coat ceremony is way more than graduation into pharmacy school. This tradition marks the transition from layperson to professional. Embedded in this ceremony are words of encouragement, challenge, and trial truth that we hope will be ever present on your minds and in your hearts, and that they inspire each of you to remain true to your chosen calling. I want to take this moment also to thank the sponsors of this year's White Coat Ceremony, Mr. Robert Nickel, Pharmacy Alumnus Class of 81, and Walgreens. I want to thank them for supporting our students, the program, and the school. Now we are going to hear from Dr. Veronica Bandy, Class of 2000 and 2008, and the President of the Pacific Pharmacy Alumni Association, to welcome our students into the Pacific Pharmacy family, lovingly known as our Pharmily. Dr. Bandy?
So thank you, Dean Gunderson. Greetings, class of 2027, and welcome to this pivotal moment in your careers. One of the greatest privileges that I have as a member of the Pacific Pharmacy Alumni Association is to see you all here today. The future of the alumni of the University of Pacific Thomas J. Long School of Pharmacy. I'm confident that there will be a future will be so bright for you that you will make a huge positive impact on the world. I would like to extend a warm welcome to your families here with us today. That includes both your immediate families as well as your extended Pacific family. I want you to know that there are many alumni, faculty, staff, preceptors, parents, and friends who are all here supporting you here today. These are the people who will provide you with the support that you will need to be the best Pacific pharmacist that you can be, not only for the next couple of years, but well beyond that into the future. It is our hope that each time you put on this white coat, that you will remember it is a symbol of professionalism. It will bring you strength and confidence that you will require daily as your roles as healthcare professionals. Additionally, your Alumni Association is welcoming you into the profession today, and we'll be presenting you with a lapel pin to commemorate this occasion. Each time that you look at this special pin with the RX symbol, I hope you remember your family and alumni supporters and how we're all connected by the experiences that this great school has afforded us. Remember, you are part of the Pacific family, and be very proud of your heritage as well as your future. Congratulations and welcome to the Pacific family. It's now my honor to introduce our next speaker. Each year, the Pacific Pharmacy Alumni Association selects an individual who represents the best of our Pacific family. An individual has contributed greatly to the university, to the profession, and to the community at large. This year's Alumnus of the Year is Dr. Jack Schlegel, class of 1967. Dr. Schlegel earned his Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy from the University of Pacific here in 1967, where he met his wife, Priscilla. He later earned his PharmD and his Master of Science in Education from the University of Southern California, USC. Upon graduation, he was asked to serve as a faculty member and chief pharmacist at USC. 8 years after joining us here, after joining the faculty at USC, he was recruited to join the staff of the American Association of Colleges of Pharmacy in Washington, D.C., where he eventually became CEO. Dr. Schlegel went on to serve as Chief Executive Officer of the American Pharmacists Association and the Academy of Facial, Plastic, and Reconstructive Surgery. These roles gave him key insights into healthcare and public policy, on which he has published more than 100 articles and made hundreds of presentations. Wow. In 1994, he founded Schlegel & Associates, a consulting and training firm that assists association boards, volunteer leaders, and staff in improving leadership and governance for the purpose of achieving high performance. As president of Schlegel & Associates, he has worked with more than 300 associations, universities, and organizations. In 2008, Dr. Schlegel, along with his fellow brothers of Alpha Psi chapter of Phi Delta Chi, Ed Larimer, class of 69, and Ralph Soroyan, class of 64, founded the Alpha Psi Foundation, Scholarship and Leadership Foundation, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to support leadership development in student pharmacists and new practitioners. Recently, Jack and Priscilla established endowed scholarships for specific Doctor of Pharmacy students. Dr. Schlegel and his wife have been residents of Sarasota, Florida since 1998, where they are patrons of the arts and frequently attend orchestra concerts, operas, and live theater. Now please, join me in welcoming Dr. Jack Schlegel, our 2024 Alumnus of the Year, to give our keynote address. Dr. Schlegel, we now have a medal for you.
Whoops. Well, this isn't the UOP I graduated from. That was back in the old days, 1967, when we had a class of 50 with, was it 2 or 3 women? One of the two. So I'm really, when I came on campus today, even though I've been coming back every year for the foundation, I was just blown away. I mean, I was blown away by the campus. I was blown away by the class. When I think of when I entered pharmacy, the opportunities I saw, and when I see this huge class and the opportunities before you, it's just astounding. That wasn't supposed to be what I was talking to you today about. You know, on September 7, 1962, which was 62 years ago, I attended my first class in pharmacy school. Since then, healthcare, pharmacy, and the world itself has changed in unimaginable ways. Back then, pharmacy was practiced primarily in hospital and community pharmacy settings. After my first year, I took a job at Alpine Drug right here in Sarasota. Excuse me, that's what, in Stockton, and I was an intern. Since I was putting myself through school, I had to work full-time, nearly full-time, to afford to go to college in those days. In the pharmacy, I was mentored by 2 pharmacists who taught me the skills and empathy needed to be an outstanding pharmacist. They taught me the value of the constant interactions with patients, knowing their families and their physicians, and giving them personal pharmacy care. All this with no clinical training as part of the pharmacy curriculum back in those days. That was pre-clinical pharmacy. Yet the concepts are very much the same. My message this morning is challenge yourself to be open to a career that is not limited to traditional pharmacy. You heard my background. I practiced traditional pharmacy for only the first portion. I filled my last prescription in 1973. So that puts it in perspective. Using my career as an example, I started in academic pharmacy teaching at USC. I then went to Washington, D.C., as you heard, where I was the CEO of the 2 national pharmacy associations mentioned. But this was only the first half of my career. The second half, as noted, was spent as an independent consultant. And I had a wonderful list of clients of universities, professional and trade associations, and even healthcare organizations, such as the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, and some universities. This was among my client list. Nothing to do with pharmacy. Yet I was a consultant to these people. So I'm here to tell you the 3 life lessons that I learned that I want to share with you. First is to plan for change starting now, starting today. UOP will provide you an excellent education in pharmacy and then teach you the leadership skills needed and then give you opportunities to exercise those leadership skills. Be sure to take full advantage of all of that because it charts your future. Take full advantage of your time as students. Be open to new ways of thinking about pharmacy and thinking about life. Don't limit your thinking. Your life is a whole canvas yet to be painted. So engage with faculty and staff, participate in student organizations, form bonds with your fellow students, some of which will last a lifetime, such as Ed and Ralph mentioned to you this morning. I'm confident this will provide you a stimulating and rewarding career. You need to understand that I entered pharmacy school knowing absolutely nothing about the profession. I probably had never visited a pharmacy as a youngster because my family grew up as part of the Kaiser healthcare system. So all of our pharmacy needs were met by Kaiser Health. I was from Richmond, California. Kaiser was founded in Oakland, California, at the very beginning. When I graduated in 1967, I was planning to go into community pharmacy. My model was where I had interned, and I loved community pharmacy practice. But my plans changed when I was given an opportunity to work at USC as their chief pharmacist and to teach in the pharmacy school right after graduation. The pharmacy dean there knew of me because earlier that summer I had taken an independent studies course at USC. I needed one more class to graduate on time because after my first year I had to drop out of school because I ran out of money, and I had to earn the money to get back in. So I consulted, when I wanted to come back in, I consulted with the dean of pharmacy at that time, Dean Cy Rowland, and asked the dean if it's possible for me to come back, but not only to come back, but to come back and accelerate my studies so that I could graduate the class I entered with, even though I had stayed away for half a year. My work at USC was the final class that I had to take to graduate on time, and it was an independent studies class. In my independent studies, I took a look at the curriculum of pharmacy at USC, and I wrote a paper that was very critical of their curriculum because it didn't give students an opportunity to experience community pharmacy practice or any type of practice until the end of their pharmacy training. So I designed a curriculum that allowed students to experience being a community pharmacy practitioner, because at USC we had a community pharmacy that was a typical community pharmacy that served all the students of USC. And I designed the curriculum so each of the first-year students rotated through that pharmacy for some period of time. And they could then experience patient interactions, and they could experience the roles and responsibility of the pharmacist and decide whether or not it was a career they wanted to pursue. Well, I'll tell you, I was able to do this because UOP prepared me so well. They prepared me to be prepared to expect the unexpected. As a result, mine was a very different career path as it was outlined for you previously. My career was not in direct patient care. As I said, I filled my last prescription in 1973, but in teaching and in shaping curriculum, that was my USC experience, and then increasing the presence of pharmacy at the national level when health policy discussions were discussed. Because at AACP and at APHA, I had an awful lot of opportunity to interact with the congressional staff, testify before Congress, and recognize that, first of all, to talk about the pharmacy's role and responsibilities and their future contributions. But also, I didn't stop at that. I said, look, pharmacy is not at the table when health policy was being discussed. It was the traditional medicine and dentistry, osteopathy that was there. Those were the sole people speaking for healthcare. And I thought that was wrong. I thought pharmacy needed to have a place at that table. I learned from these experiences never to see barriers, only opportunities. I always said that yes to anything that was offered to me, having no idea how I was going to accomplish it, And then I went home and tried to figure out, now how in the hell am I going to get this done? So don't be restricted by your expectations. If it moderately aligns with what you want to do, say yes, and then go figure out how to do it. My second message is to always wear your pharmacy degree with pride, no matter what the setting. For me, it's not about being called doctor. In fact, my preference today is to be called Jack. But more importantly, letting the world know that I am a pharmacist doing excellent work in whatever work I was doing, not necessarily traditional pharmacy roles. Early in my career, I was also struck by how doctors always used their doctorate in non-medical settings. They wore that MD badge as a privilege, and I ask you to do the same with your PharmD. When you do this, you will find people will get great respect for pharmacy, no matter what your role in. So if you're on a community board, if you're on a school board, whatever you're doing, always identify you as Dr. Schlegel. And let them know that it is a pharmacist that is there, even though you're there in a non-pharmacy role. While in DC, I served many nonprofit boards in U.S. healthcare policy, so I gained an understanding of what else there was needed to be at the table, the voices that needed to be at the table. And I found by being open, I didn't restrict my familiarity to people that just in pharmacy. I learned to find people in many other fields that we had common interests in. So my third message is always to play in a larger sandbox. I never defined my career as pharmacy. I defined my career as something where I could use my pharmacy background to make a contribution. And that allowed me to take a seat at the table with physicians, with members of the clergy, with people from all walks of life. But I was always there participating for the goal of that organization, but as I was a pharmacist that was doing that. And that expands the respect for pharmacy in the process. So you always belong at the table, no matter what the organization is, if you think you can make a contribution. So I challenge you today to commit to expanding your sphere of influence. Don't keep yourself, even as students, only dealing with pharmacy students. Meet students in other fields. I met my wife, Priscilla, in my second year of pharmacy school when she was at UOP as a math student. And by that experience, I learned to look at the world a little bit differently. She's still my wife 57 years later. Is that what it is, Priscilla? Something like that? She's right up in the audience here. And you'll learn later from me how important she was in my success. My attitude during my 25 years in pharmacy as a consultant told me that I was always appreciated, or allowed me to realize that I was always appreciated, my viewpoints always respected, and my leadership often sought. Looking over my 50-year career, I gave a great deal of credit to what happened here in my learning experience at UOP. UOP punches way above its weight in this country and has been since my days by providing leaders at the state, national, local level. Take a look at the people that have held positions, and you'll find more UOP alumni than you will find of any other college in the country. I'm also grateful that I was able to retire early enough to have time to learn new things, to do new things, and to enjoy a wonderful life in retirement with Priscilla. She's been my love. She's been my best friend. Excuse me. She's been. Sorry. She's allowed me to live a really, really wonderful life. And I really want to wish each of you to have the same wonderful life I had. And I send you off with my very best wishes for success. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Schlegel, for your remarks and for serving as such an inspirational role model. We appreciate you. Before we introduce the class of 2027, I would like to turn your attention to the list of scholarship recipients found on the last page of the event program, and please join me with recognizing these students. Okay, now for the part of the ceremony that we've all been waiting for. To introduce the members of the class of 2027 are Dr. Srikanth Kalaru, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, and Dr. Jim Uchizono, Associate Dean for Student Affairs and Admission. Dr. Kalaru, Dr. Uchizono.
Thank you, Dean Gunderson. The presentation of the white coat to incoming pharmacy students by the programs throughout the United States is a formal ritual where the students, in presence of their faculty, administration, and family members, accept many responsibilities associated with being a healthcare provider. The donning of the white coat ceremony at the white coat, followed by the recitation of the Pledge of Professionalism, signifies the beginning of a new life as a professional pharmacist.
We will be calling the students' names in alphabetical order by last name. Each student will be cloaked with their white coats by a faculty advisor and pinned by a Doctor of Pharmacy alumni. Thank you to the Pacific Pharmacy Alumni Association for sponsoring the lapel pin for our students. After each student has been cloaked with their white coats and received their pin, Dr. Alan Sheck will lead the Pledge of Professionalism with you. Members of the Pharmacy Class 2027, you'll be now led by the executive officers of the Academy of Student Pharmacists to the stage. When Dr. Kaluru and I read your name, proceed to one of the faculty members of to be cloaked. Then proceed to your alumni to receive your lapel pin. At the bottom of the ramp, please stop for the formal photo with the dean. We will now present the members of the Thomas J. Long School of Pharmacy Class of 2027.
Congratulations, class of 2027. The first name, Lauren Abina.
Omar Aguilar.
Tiffany Agwumezi.
Caitlin Acato.
Ahmad Anas.
Christian Alaman.
Dina Almamodi.
Caleb Ariz Mendez.
John Aria.
Rajan Baines.
Andriela Bellinget.
Christine Bao.
Ashley Belieza.
Jason David Binney.
Marshall Biondi.
Mackenzie Bishop.
John Carbonell.
Shay Chund.
Alexander Chang.
Samantha Chu.
Evan Chow.
Joanna Choi.
Chow Cardone.
Kylie Dang.
Harveer Daliwal.
Kai Ding.
Sophia Deep.
Vincent Dimaano.
Amy Lay Din.
Yvette Doe.
Davis Dawn.
Kayla Dong.
Mohammad Izaz.
Logan Ernaga.
Ariel James Estinar.
Mariam Falazadeh.
Jaylee Eve Francisco.
Marcos Garcia.
Stanley Yang.
Shivraj Gill.
Joshua Gonzalez.
Veda Goskanda.
Zara Hamidi.
Tuba Hashimi.
Bowie He.
Julia Hennon.
Liam Kelvin Hansen.
Theodore Huang.
Tina Huang.
Brian Huang.
Abel Hurtado.
Min Tree Huynh.
Gurinder Paul Jol.
Tegnishan Jawal.
Anmolpreet Kaur.
Arsh Kaur.
Bableen Kaur.
Jasneek Kaur.
Prabsharan Kaur.
Amin Kargura.
Christian Kim. Juliana Lachika.
Quinn La.
Kelvin Lal.
Kelsey Lau.
Angelique Lee.
Evan Lee.
Kenny Lay.
Chelsea Lee.
Irene Lee.
Yubi Lee.
Athena Lin.
Joyce Liu.
Shane Laura.
Faith Ielgen Lorenzo.
Jackie Lu.
Kayla Luong.
Ni Lu.
Felix Lee.
Siripon Lee.
Hannah Nicole Magpul.
Gabriela Mata.
Samantha Meyercourt.
Jaylin Mina.
Vamang Manato.
Fatima Mused.
Lon No.
Ashley Nguyen.
Elizabeth Nguyen.
Jeffrey Nguyen.
Jennifer Nguyen.
Joaquin Wangkwa.
Kimberly Nguyen.
Marilyn Nguyen.
Nak Kat V. Nguyen.
Mercy Jenga.
Kimberly On.
Madeline Papas.
Eric Pham.
Tung Pham.
Lauren Fan.
Poon Suk Pawang Sai.
Allison Pond.
Carissa Fung.
Austin Piers.
Shreya Prakashan.
Shinhao Chu.
Nathan Kwan.
Solomon Rasuli.
Sirisha Reddy.
Gurbir Sahota.
Fallon Sariri.
Kai Scott.
Aisha Shamir.
Aiden Sheck.
Armandeep Singh.
Chrysalin Cisan.
Colin Sue.
Kajol Sodi.
Jefferson Sok.
Shariz Azel Solomon.
Natalie Tidihi.
Jessica Tan.
Shirley Tan.
Stacy Thomas.
Regina Tolibas.
Leanne Track.
Jason Tran.
Pearl Tran.
Tiffany Tran.
Dean Tran Vo.
Brenda Trejo.
Kia Trin.
Liana Trin.
Caitlin Trong.
Nguyen Trang.
Samuel Trong.
And Me Too.
Fei-Ling Vang.
Reese Vaughn.
Catherine Vu.
Kim Wu.
Duong Vuong.
Rania Wahba.
Lin Mei Wong.
Victoria Wang.
Edmund Wong.
Gordon Shell.
Claire Shu.
Alison Yan.
Darlene Yang.
Mia Yang.
Rui Hua Young.
Nicholas E.
Courtney Yick.
Emily Zerivny.
Kevin Zhang.
These are the future of our profession. I am so excited for each and every one of you, and you will have a marvelous journey in your professional career here at Pacific. I'm so excited. Over the next 3 years, our students will experience a profound transformation. The well-being of their patients and their communities will outweigh all other concerns as they pursue their work as pharmacists. It is not something that happens overnight, but rather a gradual, mature understanding that the purpose of this work is to help those who are sick become well, and those who are well remain healthy. Their success will depend upon their dedication and hard work, the support they give to and receive from one another, and the high ethical standard applied both inside and outside the classroom, along with their growing professional responsibilities. The students will now publicly pledge their commitment to these high ideals as they begin their professional journey. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Alan Scheck, Associate Dean of Professional Programs to the podium to lead the Pacific Pledge of Professionalism. Dr. Scheck.
Thank you, Dino Gunderson. Congratulations, class of 2027. Looking good. As we welcome you to the profession of pharmacy, we, the faculty, understand the need to build and reinforce in you a strong professional identity, founded on integrity, ethical behavior, respect for others, accountability, and honor. The pledge that you are taking today is a guide for your professional development and the beginning of your vow to embrace the profession of pharmacy. It is not simply what you say or what you do, it is who you are. It is therefore my honor and privilege to lead you this morning the Pacific Pharmacy Pledge of Professionalism. Students, please stand and read along with me. Loudly. As a student pharmacist, alone, I will build and reinforce a professional identity founded on integrity, ethical behavior, and honor. Integrity is an essential part of my everyday life, and I will practice pharmacy with honesty and a commitment to service. I will develop a sense of loyalty and duty to the profession of pharmacy by enthusiastically accepting the responsibility and accountability for membership in the profession. I will foster professional competency through lifelong learning. I will strive for high ideals, teamwork, and unity within the profession in order to provide optimal patient care. I will support my colleagues by actively engaging personal commitment to the code of ethics set forth by the profession. I will incorporate into my life and practice a dedication to excellence. This will require an ongoing reassessment of personal and professional values. I will maintain the highest ideals and professional attributes to ensure and facilitate the confidential relationship required of the pharmaceutical caregiver. I will advocate for equitable healthcare for all. These high ideals and ethical standards are necessary to ensure the quality of care extended to patients I care. As a student pharmacist, I vow to uphold these standards as I advance towards full membership in the profession of pharmacy. Thank you, everyone. Now you may be seated. I look forward to working with you over the course of the next 3 wonderful years.
Thank you, Dr. Scheck. This is a big day and a big step in the lives of our students. We develop leaders with strong commitment to their professions, interprofessional collaboration, and society. That's what we're all about at University of the Pacific, and we are looking forward to sharing this journey with you. Before we recess, I would like to take the opportunity to thank all of those who have committed their time and efforts to making this such a special occasion. The Office of External Relations, the Office of Student Affairs and Admissions, the APHA, ASP Executive Board, Kappa Psi Brothers, event staff, faculty members, alumni, and distinguished guests. In addition, a special thanks goes out to all the families and friends who are supporting our students today as they pursue their goals. Student pharmacists, may I ask you to join me in giving a round of applause to show your gratitude for those who are supporting you and here with you or joining us live stream. We We will recess, beginning with the platform party, followed by our students. We invite all of you to join us after the ceremony at the Alex and Jerry Vershegen Alumni House for a light reception. We ask the audience to please remain seated until all the students of the PharmD class of 2027 have left the auditorium, thus signaling the end of the ceremony. Thank you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday, and I look forward to seeing you all at the Alumni House.